Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with another cool pinball repair video for you this evening. A buddy of ours brought us his awesome Elvira and the Party Monsters Pinball Machine. I have never played it before, but I played it a little bit on the previous video. What a cool game. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to make it even better. Now, how is that even possible? Well, he spent a bunch of money on new ramps, new ramp decals, a rubber ring kit, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to work through some stuff on the Playfield, including new ramps. We had to put a sign on it that says, "I've been sold," even though it was never for sale, because everybody that walks in the door looks at it and goes, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." So we did a previous video on it where I didn't really know what the deal with it was, so we just started looking around inside of it, and we found a bunch of hacked wires. Now, my friend, Frank, I'm sure did not hack those wires. Somebody else did, and then they sold it to him. I fixed it, though, so if you want to see that, go back and check out that video. But on today's video, we're going to work the Playfield. So he brought me several boxes full of stuff for it. I haven't even looked at them yet. I know there are some ramps in there. So let's go check it out, and we'll see what we need to put on this thing, and then we'll see if we can improve it. I guess I should show you what we're starting with a little bit. He's got a overlay on it. It's just a clear, protector though over the original art. It looks like there's some mylar under that as well that would have been original from the factory, and then we'll be cleaning that, but we're to the point where we need a new rubber kit. So the rubber rings have deteriorated and they're starting to get fairly dirty. Now, when these get dirty, you can clean them, with a wet paper towel or wet rag and clean them up. You can clean them with wax or whatever you want to clean them with. Wildcat Pinball Playfield Cleaner is the old school way of doing it. You can use Novus. But you can actually clean rubber rings, but these are starting to get pretty old and nasty looking. So it's just time for new ones. All right, so let's see what he's got in the box, and we'll go from there. All right. We have boxes of stuff here from Frank. We're going to make the Elvira even nicer, if that's possible. We've been keeping this stuff. These are a fortune. So we've been keeping this over here in our storage area where we keep old pinball machine parts and old televisions because I can't throw it away. Look, folks, I'm not going to throw it away. We're going to use it for something. Okay, so this game, I believe, has 3 ramps on it. So this is the top right one. That's one. This is the top left one, I believe. That's 2. And then here's the crazy one. Are you ready for the crazy one? This connects to that one, I guess. And then goes up and down even. I know you can't see them yet. You get the idea. Very cool stuff. And in the box we have the Elvira and the Party Monsters Operation and Parts Information Manual. Very cool. With the flyer. Awesome. 1989. Monstrous Pinball. You're going to have a ball. Okay. There's also this. These all come from the Pinball Wizard, which is a company. It just says ramp stickers. I'm not going to take those out yet. I don't want to get it all screwed up. All right, so that's one box. There is another box. Let's see what's in it. So here is the other box. Frank, I can't believe you did this. Usually I don't champion people spending a ton of money, but I like to save money when I can. However, after playing this game and looking at it a little bit, I can see this is a really cool game. So Frank is trying to expand his investment here by buying an entire new set of plastics. Wow. Okay, so there you go. So, new plastic set, new ring kit, and new ramps. He's going all the way with it. Now we got to put it on. folks. So we are swapping the ramp. On this one, on most of them, there's a sticker that you have to apply. So we put the decal on. And they're usually curvy. You got to get them just right. Right. The factory one was a little crooked and a little off the edge, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. See how it's hanging over the edge a little bit? So don't worry about getting it perfect. Most people, when they look at it, they just want to see the art. They're not going to say, "Oh, that's not quite perfect." Okay. And they have this little bracket here on this one that's riveted on, but they put it on the new one too, so that was no big deal. The wiring goes down through this little hole, so you have to unsolder that. So I did and put it back how it was. And then I cleaned up the little wire form there. And basically the way it works is when you go through there, it hits the switch. Right? So it looks great. Nice stuff. It's also slightly thicker. So like, I don't have a good way to show this, but see how that is thicker than that. So they make them usually slightly thicker so that they don't break as easy. The reason that you replace these, one, they're real dirty, but you could clean that up, is they shatter a lot. And this one, the little metal flap is pre-riveted on. It was bent on the end though. I think that's going to be fine. It was bent down just a little bit. That may be how it originally was. This one doesn't appear to be that way, but I don't know. But we'll watch that when the ball hits it. If it's bent too much, it might make the ball pop a little bit or something. So we'll watch to make sure that's all right. But that's that ramp, and we've got 2 more to go. All right, here's the big water slide one. How cool is that? That's going to make it look a lot nicer. Now, the original had Elvira up here coming down the slide. So that's been added back in. And then the original had one here. But this one, it keeps going, which actually looks better. So they added in this art here to fill this in. There may be something on the Playfield under that that's real ugly that they were trying to cover up by making a little more art, or it could be that the later version of the game had that or something. And then there's one that actually goes on the side there too. Looks good. So very nice reproduction. And the way they did up here was, like I said, they have this little bracket riveted to it already, and you just move your switch over. Now on this particular one, the wire is actually zip tied to the side, which is how it was originally too. So pretty much, you know, pretty much a perfect copy of the ramp. Very cool. And I think it's thicker as well. I think they're all thicker. I think there's the original. It's just slightly thicker, which should help it from breaking. It may be made out of something that doesn't break as easy too. But very cool. That's a big ramp. That's not the biggest though. I've seen bigger. that's a big one though.
All right, here's the last ramp. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. And I'm slowly moving over. See, here's the old piece, clear piece that goes in the corner. They sent me a new one for that corner, but they didn't send a new one of these. But there you can kind of tell the difference in the new plastic versus the old. You can see the color difference there. And on the old ramp, these holes are a little bit bigger for this gate. And those look like the original screws to me. Kind of see it right there. that one versus that one. So I think I'm going to try to take a tiny drill bit and make those a little bit wider, a little bigger, and we'll get it all put back in there.
All right, so this is how she turned out. New ring kit, new plastics, new ramps. We had a couple minor issues, okay? So some of these, like for instance, this one, have to be riveted on. Now I have a rivet gun, and we could have riveted them on, but the thing is, the original plastics that you rivet onto the little legs looked exactly like the new plastics. So you drill out the rivets and then swap it, but whenever you're done, you end up with the same thing that you already have, but you're risking breaking them, so I didn't do it. Right? The only exception is this one. This one has been replaced by somebody. So now we've got two of them, and one of the little supports isn't the right one. But, I mean, if I took that all apart, I would just end up with the exact same looking thing, so I didn't do it. So we've got them down in the bottom. If anything ever happens to the plastics, those particular ones, we can replace them. There's also an issue over here on this one. There is a ball trap right there. Sometimes if you were to get the ball just up in the right spot, it would land up there on top of Elvira and get stuck. So there's a little diverter that mounts there, right? It's riveted to the other plastic, which we have down at the bottom. But on the new set, they send you it, but it's flat. It's not bent like it's supposed to be. So we don't have a proper way of bending that. If that becomes a problem where the ball keeps getting stuck up there, we can put the other plastic back on. It's inside. Or drill out the rivets on it, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, the main thing was this particular plastic was cracked. There were a couple cracked ones, so... So we got everything swapped except for a couple of the ones that look, the little stand-up ones that needed to be soldered. I mean, that needed to be riveted. Cleaned everything up as best we could. Some of the wear is under that overlay, so it's not perfectly clean, but it's very presentable and it plays very nice. The ramps look fantastic. So you saw us putting the artwork on those, and then whenever you install them, it makes the whole game look a heck of a lot nicer. So it has really cleaned it up and made it look sharp. We were able to clean up the outlane just a little bit. It doesn't look new or anything, but it looks better than it did. And the thing plays well. So I'll set up the tripod. We'll play it just a little bit, and you can see how cool Elvira and the Party Monsters is. Now I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit. On the previous video we played it, but it was a little quiet. All right.
Hey, let's party!
You cheated. I agree. This is just practice, people. Oh. Ooh, it's a nice little shot. Lock that. Okay, one more again.
Hey, let's party!
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Elvira. We're on a first name basis now. Barbecue bonus.
Let's boogie!
Yeah.
Thank you, boy.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Good evening.
Oh! Almost got the death save. I'm trying to see. I'm used to EMs where behind the drop targets there's a switch to hit, but there isn't on this one.
Hey, let's party!
Yeah. Oh man, I dropped it. I had it and I dropped it. Look, folks, I never said I was a great pinball player. Save that one though, for just a second. Ooh.
Good evening.
Boy, the light show is awesome. I'm getting a suntan. Ooh, it's faster now. Ooh!
Organ. Ooh, nice organ. Ow!
I lost the one. Oh, I've lost two.
Let's boogie! Thank you, boy.
I like it a lot. Ooh, ooh. I said I liked it. I didn't say I was good at it. All right, so there you go, folks. How cool is that? All right, so that is Elvira and the Party Monsters. I hope you enjoyed it. We made it look better just by putting a bunch of new stuff on it. So we will see you on the next video. Hey, if you want to see another really cool 90s pinball machine, check this one out. We'll see you on the next video.